All right, well, welcome to Heine Brothers. We really appreciate them hosting us here at their corporate headquarters. They're wonderful corporate citizens, wonderful individual citizens. Mike Mays, we want to thank Mike for his wonderful leadership both here at Heine Brothers and in the community. So a little history here. We're here to celebrate our most successful SummerWorks summer yet. Remember, we established SummerWorks in 2011. Ted Smith was there with me to address the lingering youth job gap following the recession. We also really wanted to have SummerWorks to level the playing field. Some youth come from families where they have a mom or dad or aunt or uncle that can call somebody else to help get them a summer job. But most people don't have that privilege. So we wanted SummerWorks to be that contact, that connection for the bulk of the kids in our community to provide work during the summertime. And I'm grateful to say that we've been able to achieve that. We know the value of a summer job, learning skills and developing relationships, not just for that summer, but setting them up for a successful career. I was just talking to our D.D. Williamson friend over here, and he's had the same intern now 2 summers in a row, and he wants to come back for a 3rd summer. So I think it's fair to predict he might have a job at D.D. Williamson sometime in the future. So that oftentimes happens with SummerWorks. So what our goal to do, obviously, whether you're old, whether you're young, whether you're from the left or right or whatever, we want everybody to be in a position to have their full human potential realized. That's how we define compassion in our city, and I think SummerWorks is one of our most compassionate programs. In 2011, we had 200 young people in SummerWorks. This year, 2019, SummerWorks helped place nearly 7,000 youth in jobs throughout our community. A new record for SummerWorks. All right. Not many people say, well, why does it matter? We've got more good news. Just today, we're releasing the findings of a new study of SummerWorks effectiveness as measured by the Kentucky Center for Statistics. That's a division of state government. And this study supports what we kind of know intuitively, but now the data shows us. SummerWorks participants are more likely to graduate from high school than non-participants. SummerWorks participants are more likely to enroll and stay enrolled in post-secondary institutions than non-participants. And SummerWorks participants are more likely to be employed and stay employed than non-participants. Think what that means for the future of our city as more and more youth have summer jobs. This study also found that the SummerWorks program has been effective in building ties with local area employers, and that overall employers are very happy with the program. So when you think about where we started with the intentional development of workplace skills to help our employers in this community coming out of the recession to where we are now with SummerWorks, Evolve 502, Kentucky Fame, Bit 502, Louisville Tech Works, we have a lot of intentional building of skills that we need to make sure that we're a vibrant city in the 21st century. Much of that work is being done by Michael Gritton and everybody at Kentuckiana Works. I want to thank them, our business partners, everybody that's helped with SummerWorks. I just want to say a great, great thank you for your hard work and dedication. Let's hear it for the whole team here. And thank you, Michael. So this full impact report is available for you. We've got some copies over here to my left. You can also download it at kentuckianaworks.org/news. I would encourage all of you to kind of send it out over your airwaves. I see Stephen George in the back there. And just publicize these findings that we know to motivate more employers to get even more SummerWorks employees for this next summer. The 2019 SummerWorks season was also a year of expanding our partnerships, kind of moving at the speed of trust, and we got high trust with SummerWorks now. When businesses hear about it, they want to get involved. So businesses large and small across every type of industry sector participated, including new employers such as Bristol Bar and Grill, Carbide Industries, Glow Touch Technologies, Kentucky Derby Museum, Masonic Homes, Kentucky, Revishelf, and many, many more. So people and companies all over our city. One of those first-time SummerWorks employers, and they came on strong, was Heine Brothers. As I said, Mike Mays is helping not just with this and his team, but all types of community initiatives. So we're really thankful for them to host us here today. And now I would like to ask Tony McDowell, who's the operations manager for Heine Brothers, to speak about their SummerWorks experiences. Tony McDowell.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for being here this morning to celebrate such a successful summer of SummerWorks. Heine Brothers got involved through our relationship with Western High School. We just started working with them for 2 years now through the Academies program and started certifying some of their students to become baristas and then send them out into the community with a skill set that they didn't have before they came to us. So we weren't quite sure how we could fit into SummerWorks. You know, I think a lot of employers have seen SummerWorks as for bigger employers, folks that are looking to fill a need for the summer. And we don't really hire seasonally, so we don't, need summer-only workers. And so we tried to figure out how we could fit in, and it was nice for us to realize that our impact could be one person, 2 people. And so we brought on one student for the summer from Western through the SummerWorks program, and we certified her to be a barista. And it was really a nice opportunity to expose her to a work environment that was different than some of the other jobs that she's had. She had worked in some other fast food locations, but this was different. And so we also gave her a skill set that she's able to take on out into the community as she begins to pursue her culinary arts degree. So we're excited to let everyone know that she moved on into a restaurant. And so she's working in a kitchen, and she has this very helpful skill set of being able to be a barista at the same time too. So we're so fortunate that we got an opportunity to work with our youth, and we're hoping that other folks like us that have really seen SummerWorks as employing lots of people can realize that 1, 2, 3, 5 youth for the summer, that's impactful because every one of them counts. So I encourage other folks to sign on for next year, and just we really enjoyed our summer with our student. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony. Now, in 2019, we also increased participation of the level of employers who have been hiring SummerWorks youth for many years. GE Appliances, who I cannot say enough about their overall partnership with the city and all types of our workforce development activities going back to when we started, has been fantastic. They've also been one of SummerWorks' closest partners. They hired 29 young people this season, up from 18 last year. That's quite an accomplishment. Let's hear it for GE here. Come on. Good job. One of this year's employees was Zaina Katembo. Zaina is a senior from Moore High School. Thankfully, she is a U.S. citizen. She moved from Tanzania in 2016. Our partners at Catholic Charities of Louisville helped to get her involved in SummerWorks. So, Zaina, if you could tell us a little bit more about your story, we'd appreciate it. Please welcome Zaina Katembo.
Hello, my name is Zaina. I'm from Tanzania. I go to Moore High School. I'm senior. I'm so excited to graduate this year. My academy is health science. I work at GE in summer. When I start working, I was so nervous because I haven't worked at a place like that before. But because of my coworkers, they make me feel welcome and like it is home. Supervisors and the leaders, they are cool. They always help me as well when things goes wrong. I learned many things at GE, how to work with people, how to communicate with each other, and how to help people. I really appreciate them. Oh, thank you for everybody for the SummerWorks to give me this opportunity. I really appreciate.
I was also informed that, Zaina, you had perfect attendance throughout your summer job as well. So congratulations on that. There you go. This has been an outstanding year in terms of the partnership that SummerWorks has with JCPS. JCPS, I don't know if anybody knows, had an incredible start to the school year as well. Just a flawless first day. Let's hear it for them. We're several weeks into the school year now as well. But so we've got the day-to-day stuff going on in the school, but the strategic stuff with the academies of Louisville that JCPS has started, so the partnership between our various industry sectors is really going strong. So one of the questions is, how can we link up the academies more with our SummerWorks program to make sure all of that's aligned perfectly, so we're building both exposure to new jobs and then skills with our students. Before the season began, the SummerWorks season, we set a goal of placing more than 200 youth in jobs that align with their career pathway through the academies. I'm happy to say that we surpassed that goal this year, and I'd like Dr. Polio to share a little bit more of that success. Our superintendent, Marty Polio.
All right, good morning. Pleasure to be here. It just seems like yesterday we were kicking off the summer work season. Time flies. And I do love being here at Heine Brothers. It definitely beats the terrible coffee I drink at Van Hoos. So I'm going to stop by the counter here in a second once we're done to get a good cup of coffee. You know, this is such an important part of our work at JCPS, especially with the academies of Louisville. SummerWorks is hiring thousands of JCPS kids. But as the mayor said, it is so important that this works in conjunction with the academies of Louisville, and we are getting kids in their pathways, the work that they're passionate about in schools, that career academy model wall to wall, and they get to continue to do that work as a summer job. As a principal about 4 or 5 years ago, maybe a little longer, I don't know, I remember being at a principal meeting, and this guy named Michael Gritton was on the agenda, and he came and spoke to the principals and said, we really want to increase the amount of kids that are in our SummerWorks program. And I was really interested in that, and we had a meeting together, and I said, how can we get more kids at Doss High School being a part of this SummerWorks program? And more importantly, and this was the vision at this time, how we were starting this wall-to-wall career academy model in IT and business and finance, and can we get kids on those pathways doing that summer job that they're so passionate about? And so Michael and I started talking, and we thought this would be great for Doss. And now here we are 4 or 5 years later, where instead of at just one school where we were doing that, or a couple of schools, now we have 15 high schools that are a part of the Academies of Louisville model. Instead of having 13 business partners where we started with the Academies of Louisville about 24 months ago, we're now at about 115 business partners. We have 17,000 students that are in our Academies of Louisville wall-to-wall model on a career pathway, a sequence of courses, something that they're passionate about. Then they go to their math, English, science, and social studies classes together. And then on top of that, and most importantly, is that business partnership, where the students get the opportunity to job shadow, do a field trip, have mentors in that field that work with them, and then eventually co-op or have an apprenticeship, dual credit opportunities at college, and most importantly, graduate college and career ready with that diploma, and then with the opportunity to go right into that job with a certification. And SummerWorks now has just added that extra element to it that I think is so special. So a great example right here at Heine Brothers. This summer, 10 Western High School students who are in the culinary arts program at Western High School. And if you haven't had the opportunity to eat a lunch provided by Western High School, it is as good as any meal you will get in any restaurant in the city of Louisville. They do a fantastic job. Those young men and women are passionate about doing that work and want that to be their profession as they graduate, move on to post-secondary opportunities. And so what a great opportunity. Their SummerWorks job, not just being a random job anywhere, it was right here at Heine Brothers where they have the opportunity to learn to be a barista and do all the things that are behind us right here. And that's just one example. We have over 200 kids, as the mayor said, in their academy pathway that are actually doing the job over the summer and continuing the work in a year-round cycle. And so this is something we're really passionate about. We think it takes the Academies of Louisville to that next level. We want to grow it from 200 to 400 to 600, where every kid in a career pathway has an opportunity for this SummerWorks program. So huge success this year. We want to continue this on. Once again, Academies of Louisville being year-round and SummerWorks being a major part of that success. So I'd like to thank the mayor for his commitment to SummerWorks. I'd like to thank Michael Gritton, as always, for his work for JCPS students, and especially commitment to the Academies of Louisville and to all our business partners who are hiring JCPS students in the SummerWorks program to be successful. Thank you. Can't wait till we have next summer and even more success.
Thank you, Dr. Polio. So now let's hear from one of the over 200 young adults who matched her career pathway with a job. Really proud to have Madison Nelly here from Fairdale High School, who will tell us a little bit more about what she did this summer. Madison, come on up.
I'm Madison Nelly. I go to Fairdale High School, and I'm enrolled in the Fire Science Academy. Over the summer, I got to work with Louisville Fire Department at their mechanic shop, helping them out clean and helping them sort parts or helping them put parts up. The reason I had chose to do that job is because it matches my career pathway. When I graduate high school, I want to become a firefighter if possible, but if not, I want to become in the medical field. This summer, it gave me the opportunity to learn more about what the firefighters do at the firehouse and how their daily routine is. In the morning, they get up, they might make food, but they have to go and check the fire trucks. They have to make sure all the equipment's okay and that nothing's broke or damaged. If anything's broke or damaged, that's when they send it off to have it repaired. This summer was a great experience of getting to learn all the new stuff about this fire department and just about like stuff in the fire service. At Fairdale, in the program, we do hands-on skills. We do 2-minute drills, we do 1-minute drills, we climb ladders. Sometimes we might even sit in class and we'll do slideshows about the things firefighters do and the firefighter life.
All right, folks. Great intentionality. You can see that with Madison's experience, and look forward to seeing you saving lives in our community. So when you hear from Madison, when you hear from Zaina, I mean, you see the power of the SummerWorks program and how it's really helping to transform our city. Now, we want to amplify this, and to do that, obviously, it takes resources. And the data really is clear that this is a tremendous return on investment for the future of Louisville. So as a city, we need to increase our investment and scale this program even more to benefit more Madisons and more Zainas in our community. And we can't do this without a lot of folks that have helped up and contribute to the program. So I want to thank a bunch of those folks. First, I want to thank the Paul and Vicki Diaz Foundation. Paul Diaz and Vicki have not only been tremendous financial contributors to SummerWorks, but Paul has been a super citizen, helping us learn how to scale SummerWorks with the right back office support so that we can exceed our employers' expectations when they participate with SummerWorks. He just does that as a community volunteer. He's always very low-key. He never likes when I call him back. But, Paul, if you would wave to the crowd so we could recognize you and your greatness, I would appreciate that. Paul Diaz. So, thank Paul and Vicki. James Graham Brown Foundation has been a continuing supporter. David Jones and Mary Gwen Wheeler in so many ways help us. Henry Heiser, Christy Brown, through the extraordinary U of L Envirome Institute. I see Ted Smith here, who runs the Envirome Institute, along with Dr. Bhatnagar. Genentech, new sponsor this year, the Community Foundation of Louisville. We have had a foundation who's been a core supporter of SummerWorks. And any time there is a project to help build workforce skills in the community, we don't even need to ask. They volunteer, but when they just hear about it. So I really appreciate the work of the J.P. Morgan Chase Foundation. They've helped us with SummerWorks. We just were one of 5 cities to win a $3 million grant from J.P. Morgan Chase to help low-income folks acquire tech skills so that they can get medium skill and medium wage jobs, 300, 100 a year for the next 3 years. So we were proud to win that national competition. And we have a super critical local partner with Paul Costel, who runs J.P. Morgan Chase here in Louisville. So Paul, thank you, and if you'd please share some thoughts with us.
So Mike, I'm going to put this right here, if that's okay. Thanks for hosting us, Mike. As the mayor said, I think it's amazing what you can do as a community when the public and private get together. And the mayor, since he's taken office, has demonstrated that he understands the value of that and the need for that, and has worked with various corporations and foundations like J.P. Morgan Chase to improve our community. This program, I'm so excited to hear Dr. Polio talk about the expansion of the academies of Louisville, because we've seen throughout our work throughout the country, the success of SummerWorks translates into careers. I remember when my first summer job was a camp counselor. I still remember the importance of showing up, taking care of kids, learning to interact with people. My second summer job, this is kind of maybe was foreshadowing, right, was a bank teller. So that's what summer jobs can lead to. They lead to a career. So I think it's great that we have Zana and Madison here today to tell their stories. They obviously had a great experience because that's what it's about. It's about the kids the youth having a great experience and then going on and being successful. I too would like to thank Michael Gritton. He's done a fantastic job at Kentuckiana Works. I'd like to thank our council people that are getting ready to talk. And thank you, Dr. Polio. And back to you, Mayor.
Thank you, Paul. Metro United Way, when you think about so many things that happen in our community, especially from social services, they are the lubricant that keeps our city moving. Their Chief Equity Officer, Daryl Unseld, is here with us today. One of the areas of focus from Metro United Way was to help with the Green Heart Project, which we'll be hearing more and more about as they roll out with their heavy tree planting coming up this fall from the Center for Enviromics at the University of Louisville. So we appreciate United Way helping the Green Heart Project. But I'd like to ask Daryl to come up here and just talk about how Metro United Ways is an integral part of SummerWorks. Please welcome Daryl Unseld.
So thank you all for being here this morning. I am here on behalf of our CEO, Teresa Reno Weber, who many of you know is much prettier than I am, but in my mind, I'm a close second. So that's why I'm here today. As we continue to think about the influence of SummerWorks, this is a kind of the collective notion that our community believes that all young people are assets, right? And we are investing in those assets. And we know that they deserve to be the architects of their own conditions. And Paul, mentioned earlier how he started as a tailor and and went to the pathway of a CEO. So it's all about providing those quality of opportunities for young people because, again, we're investing in our future. They deserve to be the architects of their own conditions. And Metro United Way for 100 years has invested in this community, and we are a proud partner of SummerWorks. And Mayor Fisher made some great comments earlier, but the fact that we need to continue to expand the quality of opportunity, and as he always says, we are continuing to fight for the soul of our city, and this program is a demonstration of that. So I think collectively we all need to consider and think about how do we help expand this program and how do we create more CEOs, and I am excited about the growth and the opportunity of this program and really look forward to Metro United Way continuing to be a partner. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Daryl. Our last speaker here, look, we know that the success we've seen with SummerWorks could not be possible without the partnership of your local city government as well. So obviously that's the mayor's office and the Metro Council as well. We are lucky to be joined today by Councilwoman Barbara Sexton Smith, who represents District 4 for our city and is a strong advocate for SummerWorks. Please welcome the Councilwoman.
Thank you, Mayor Fisher. And when Mayor Fisher said he went through the lineup and went to each one of us and gave us the order in which we'd be speaking, and I said, really, Mayor, am I batting cleanup? And he said, yes, you are. Bring it home. So I shall do that. You know, there is a time for every season, and we've gathered today to celebrate the great success and the great work of all these incredible young folks. Could we give the almost 7,000 folks another round of applause? And as we celebrate what we're calling the end of the season for SummerWorks, I've got something for everybody to think about. You see, the sun goes up and the sun goes down. Yes, it does. You know the rest. Every day we know that's going to happen. So as we're having the end of our summer season and celebrate all this success, fall is right around the corner, right? So why should we stop at SummerWorks? Why shouldn't we have Fall Works, Winter Works, and Spring Works? Lynn, do you think we could work 12 months out of the year? I do work 12 months out. All right. Give Lynn Rippey and Youth Build a round of applause.
Before we wrap up, a couple key thank yous. I want to thank GLI and Jesse Shook and Kent Euler, who continue to increase their participation with SummerWorks every year with the SummerWorks employers that are members of GLI. I'd also like to, again, thank Kentuckiana Works. We talked about Michael Gritton, but Chris Locke and Rob Moore, who put this program together, and you guys are 365 on this. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. And then Lynn Rippey at Youth Build. You and your team have been a fabulous addition to the SummerWorks over the past couple of years. So thank you for the administration of the program and all of our Youth Build team members here. So let's remember, SummerWorks is a year-round effort, and they're working behind the scenes hard every day to make the next year successful and make sure that young folks get the guidance and support that they need. So almost everybody here is part of SummerWorks. So if you've helped SummerWorks in some way this past year, please raise your hand so we can acknowledge you as well. Let's thank you. Good job. And a final shout out to all of our employers, those companies that continue to be amongst our strongest employers in terms of numbers of students. Kentucky Kingdom hires hundreds and hundreds of students. Kindred Healthcare, UPS, Humana, Kroger, McDonald's, Thornton's, Louisville Bats, and many, many more. So please add your name to that list. We're already working on how to build momentum for this next year. We'd like to add more businesses to SummerWorks. Really the goal, and it should be a very feasible goal, is that every employer in the city should have at least one SummerWorks youth working for them. So it should be part of the DNA of our city, part of the fabric of our culture. So please talk about this with other people that you know at other businesses and help sign them up. Be an ambassador for SummerWorks so that we can break our record again next year. And if they need to know more information, you can simply point them to summerworks.org. They will get all the info they need so we can continue to move forward every year. So this is a wonderful celebration. I want to thank all of the businesses in our community and everybody that has helped put this together to be such a national success. You all have a great day. Thank you.